Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is day 8 of the February Leetcode Daily Challenge. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord, let me know what you think. I've been also just giving a little bit of updates whenever they come up. So on the 2 weekly contests, I finished top 100 both times, so that's been a good streak. Because before that, I've been kind of all over the place lately, just a little bit unlucky. But you know, the thing about streaks is you have to keep it going, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord, and I usually do these live, so if it's a little bit slow, fast forward or whatever. But yeah, persistent is key, so let's kind of look at this one. Peaking Iterator. Giving an array class with next and has next, design that's supposed to peak at the next at the element that will be returned by the next call to next. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, so we're given an iterator, and we basically want to get, I guess, have some idea of a buffer or something like that. So this is actually an interesting problem. I mean, not that interesting per se, to be honest, but I do love these data structure problems on Leetcode in general because I think these are things that you might actually see in an interview, especially like what some people call system design, but basically like laying out code and how to, write a good API, especially when you're on the more junior level, if you're a new grad or intern or something like that. These are the things that I would practice on, depending on who, the interview and stuff like that. But okay. So the idea here, so you have an iterator, and does the iterator has a thing? So I mean, the idea that I would have, and this is data structure and trying to figure out how to fit all these use cases, is just have one item buffer, and that's pretty much it, to be honest. So self dot iterate, we keep track of the iterator, and then we have next item is equal to, I think this is the right syntax, but I could be wrong. So okay, and then peak, we just return self dot next item. Next we have I don't know, result is equal to self dot next item. We want to return result, but before that we set is equal to the next of iterator. Has next, we just I don't actually know what happens if this I don't actually know what happens if this this runs out, because I don't remember Python specifically. I think it actually gives a stop iteration error or exception, but we could try it out. It's not a big deal. But otherwise, we return where the self dot next item is none, right? So if this is none, then if it's not none, oops. Yeah, and I think that's maybe good enough. And maybe we have to do a try catch here, but that's okay. Let's run it for the test case. Do we have another one? Nope. Okay. Iterator is not an iterator. What is an iterator then? Okay, let's look at the, here's the thing. Oh, what? It already has a has next for you. So this would be how you do an iterator in Python, and that's what I would maybe expect. But the thing is that, this is a automatic code generation thing that they do to translate different languages. So it's not very Pythonic to have this API, because iterator is already an interface in Python. So this is a little bit weird, but in theory these things should not be that language dependent, so it should be okay. So next item, we just have iterator.next. So we just have to change the API a little bit. But then now it has next. It's just, maybe this is still good. I mean, it really depends on what this returns. I still don't know what it returns for an empty iterator. So let's kind of take a look. Okay. Whoops. Let's mix that here, and also let's fix that here. Always forget the self, because I'm so selfless, I'm just kidding. Okay. So I mean, this is obviously wrong, but it may be just an API thing. So if this is false, what happens if I do next again? Would that just give me an error? Oh, okay. So you cannot. So it does not allow. It does not call next if it has no more items. Okay, so that's good to know. But so that means that this will never be none. So what does get next do, right? So let me think about this for a second. That's a little bit weird, though, isn't it? No. Let's see. Next. So that's 3. I actually don't know what this returns. I think that's maybe why. Okay, let's print out what it returns if... Because now I'm curious. So it just returns negative 100,000, which I guess is some error code that they have. Okay, there are different ways to do this. This is a little bit yucky, but it's fine, I guess. What it has next. Then we do this, else self.next item is equal to none. But you could also have just like have another flag. That's basically what you want to do is just buffer it by 1 item. But I don't know, that is a little bit awkward, but let's give it a submit. It's a little bit awkward, but so definitely feel free to clean it up at home. But again, this is very... I don't know. I think for algorithm part, I don't think it's that bad. I think it's just keeping track of 1 item. Let me know if I'm missing something about that. But in terms of API, I think the biggest part is just about API design and kind of thinking about how you lay it out if you didn't weren't given these things. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. So what's the complexity? Well, I mean, this is all of 1, so both in time and space. Hopefully you could see why. I'm not going to dig into it that much today because it seems pretty straightforward. And if I'm wrong, definitely ask me questions. I'm happy to be wrong and happy to explain it as much as I can. But yeah, that's all I have though. So I'm going to call it a night. Yeah, so everybody take care of yourself. It's 1 week in February. And if you're fortunate enough, take care of others. Stay healthy, stay good, and to good mental health. And I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.